Not me. They didn't hit me. They ran a red light. Dang, bro. Barely missed me. What the heck do I get myself into? Man. Dodged the bullet with this one. And I was just on my way to the post office.
This one in front of you. So nobody was in front of you. You were the first one.
I don't get it. Why are people honking out the cops to move their vehicle?
All right, you got your license? Let's see it, please. Appreciate you.
It's almost like I'm caught in a dash cam video.
Hey, bro, there's gonna be a minute if you want to reverse back to see these cats get the conclusion that they got to turn around, and then you go ahead that way, because
Okay.
we need wait for the tow trucks to remove these cars. Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. I know the process, so I'll try to
Sure.
figure out. So I don't know how patient they're going to be about me
man.
backing out.
Yeah, you could go ahead and reverse back and try to.
All right. That's crazy, guys. I've never been involved in something like that, man. I tell you what, I never have. I'm like almost 50 years old. Never been involved in. Maybe I should, man. Maybe I shouldn't have watched 5.5 hours of dash cam crash videos at intersections yesterday. Hold on, get a load of this. What the heck is going on here? No, I'm just thinking I'm stuck in this typical Peachtree industrial traffic, Peachtree Boulevard traffic, trying to get to some park to go explore the last 2 hours of the daylight today. After going through those heart-stopping situations in front of us. Come on, I know you're going to get close to. But get a load of this, man. Hold on. I want to make sure I'm seeing things around me. But get a load of this. Okay, so this happened last week when I was doing some little rinky-dink video or something like that, and I wasn't even driving. Where do I need to get off of? I'm trying to get to this new park. It's Winter's Chapel, I think. Now watch out, people. Watch out. They're going to be jumping out the last second. Watch them. See? Told you. Unagi. Just like that Friends episode when Ross was talking about having unagi. What you know about that? But seriously, on a serious note, I think I might have been warned ahead of time by the situation that we were exposed to today in that intersection. In one of my little rinky-dink random videos that I was shooting, and I was listening to when I was sitting in the vehicle one day when I was at work, and I heard someone say airbag. Someone said airbag. And I thought about that for like 2 days. I was kind of like driving real cautiously for like 2 days, remembering what they said to me on the videos, in the audio as they were speaking with their frequency. Someone said airbag. They didn't say accident, they said airbag. And then I just started thinking about it. What always happens with an airbag? And I kind of thought someone was going to hit me or I was going to get involved in an accident. And we were close to it too. Airbag. If only we could all hear them talk real time and not just on video. Everything would be perfect. and safe. Airbag. Thanks for always trying to warn me. Thanks for being with us. Thanks for being with me. Thanks for telling me to slow down. Thanks for telling me that I'm driving too fast. Thanks for saying airbag. All right, new spot. You can tell because of the grass. They got cameras here too. It's probably, man, this is like the smallest parking lot for a park space I've ever seen. All right. Look at people dumping their yard trash out here, man. I mean, Plant Matter is not trash, it's not. New opportunities to try to find new trees of life close to the Chattahoochee, I think. But there's an issue. When I looked on Google Earth, I know that this apartment complex is right here. And I think the trail is behind the apartment complex. It's just a little like neighborhood trail spot, that's it. And I'm just gonna take a stroll around today. But the problem with this right here, I can see the garbage already in the woods. I can see it right there. I see a lot of white stuff. Probably a lot of aluminum cans. You already know we dealt with in early fall for like 7 weeks behind a massive apartment complex. 135 bags worth. Man, so they're going to probably make me see things from a distance. Now I have to come back in the summertime to spend a lot of time cleaning it up, most likely. They got balconies that back up to the woods over here. Yeah. Got to keep a lookout. Let me go ahead and take my stroll. These people just pulled up, man. Not pulled up, they're about to get in the vehicle. They're leaving, which is going to leave my vehicle all alone. Not fair. Yeah. "28 degrees on a Saturday. What the heck do I get myself into?" Well, I told myself I was going to be trying to get out more in the wintertime so I don't just let it fly by. So we can get some experiences in the wintertime. And we're getting it. I see water. Doesn't mean we're going to be getting in. I'm just going to follow the trail, go up and down and all around. Something tells me that I should be having my grabbers and a bag on me. Ooh, icy. Solid. Keep a lookout for the big uns. This is the perfect time of year to see them. What do I mean, big uns? Giant trees. It did rain last night. Not last night, but not before last, a good amount. And technically this area right here has a tendency to be a flood zone from my studies, which is the reason why I haven't been out here or ever come out here, ever. It's like people have no fear wearing tennis shoes, walking in the mud, in the water, the puddles. Well, I don't have creek walking shoes on. I don't have creek walking boots. I got the tennis shoes on. Well, the main reason I came out is because I didn't want to just sit around and babysit any kind of frozen pipes, you know. Dang, it looks like next to the Chattahoochee, but we're not. Well, that's nice. A fishing spot. Very cool indeed. A very sandy creek. No gravel bars, except whatever's dumped out here. Ain't nothing like exploring new spots. You don't know what you're going to find or come across. There could be an old home site behind the apartment complex. Man, it's frigid. Ooh. Wonder if the water's going to survive in the hand right here. Freeze before we get out of here. I was going to say, Da Vinci, you're crazy, man. I'm just trying to see what's up. You know, public space you can't get in unless you're a child. It's illegal to hunt for artifacts. Unlawful, whatever. It looks like a spot for people just to keep coming and fish and dump their garbage. Oh boy, look at that. You're gonna say you're getting ideas, we know you are. Oh man. Frigid. No, I'm just looking at the garbage, trying to figure out what's up. Trying to figure out what kind of place this is. I don't think the trail goes too long. I think it just goes to the Chattahoochee down here, which technically we are on a federal property. I don't know if it's owned by Norcross. I think it is. I don't know how far the feds got out here. There we go. The dreaded complex. Backing up to the woods, which means there's going to be a lot of things right behind it. A lot of small things that need to go into plastic bags. Hope you like my little rinky-dink wintertime exploring videos. I know they're not much half the time. What's up, squirrels? They're chasing each other. They're having fun. See, they're not worried about the cold like we are. They're not sensitive to it. They're playing kid games out here. Oh, good, good. Check it out, check it out, check it out. They got a fence with barbed wire at the top. That's what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I want to see. A fence. Which means they're responsible for their own garbage on that side. But you know, they're still going to be tossing things on this side. They're probably going to be talking out here. Look, he's here. He's here. He finally made it. Over here. Find my grave. Pick up the garbage. There's a can over here. This is our home. And they know that I hear them too. Yeah, I see garbage piled up on the other side of the fence over there. On the way to the Chattahoochee. I'm thinking that this goes to the Chattahoochee. When I looked on Google Earth, the most updated image, I just saw the line of the trail and said that had to be a trail. And it kind of clears out. I think it circles around in these woods over here. It's nothing but a flood zone though. You can tell because of the tree stems. The ones that are not with us anymore. Kind of like look like the trees that the birds like to inhabit, you know. a lot of moisture out here. Oh, it's you, Cardinal. My bad. About a 50-year-old tulip tree. Beautiful. See, look, flood zone. Hey, look, ice. Thank the Lord for the ice, letting us know it's winter time. I'm trying to get close to this giant tree right here. I think it's another tulip tree. I got to do some more exploring this summer, ladies and gentlemen. I really do, guys. I mean, I can't spend a lot of times with my head to the ground looking for shaped rocks, napped rocks and stuff, pointed rocks, blades, whatever. That would be nice, it would. The scheduling's got to be perfect, though. Scheduling's got to be right when it comes to storms and the rain. But I'd like to get more exploring in and find cool places that we can just talk, you know. Look for some major history in a different way. Old home sites, giant trees of life that people haven't seen in 95 years. I wonder how far it is to the Chattahoochee. That is if this goes to the Chattahoochee. I think it just might circle around. Where's the old car from 1961? Oh man, not good. It's circling to the right. I don't see any signs of an intersection yet. A loop around intersection, you're gonna say, that's why you gotta go through the woods, man. When the summertime comes, the early spring, when it's like 78 degrees one day before it grows up to the neck out here. I'm looking. Oh, here's the circle. Here it is right here. These places like this always have the intersection. I knew it had to be like this. Yeah. I'm gonna go this route even though I know it's just gonna be like an ellipse through here, through the flood zone. I'm trying to see if it goes to the Chattahoochee. It's gotta go to the Chattahoochee. It does. It's gonna be hard to try to find a tree of life out here. They don't survive in flood zones, they don't. They only live up to like 60 years old. And then they get too heavy for the soil out here. Man, how long has this place been here? It's almost like in order for us to be successful when it comes to finding new places to have fun and exploring, we can only depend on the updated imagery on Google Earth. When that green, that green label comes up, you're gonna say, oh, fun. Yeah. Someone just said something to my left right here. It's not a bug. It's 27 degrees out here. Got another human trail right here. Trying to find new places to look around, I guess. You already know where it leads to. Check this out. I thought I passed one earlier on the trail. You probably were telling me about it too. But I think I just ran into one right here. sycamore. But what's special about it? I see wings. Let's take a look. Yeah, another angel tree. Now that's what I'm talking about. What's up, angel tree? I know you guys are sleeping out here. I need to keep my big mouth shut and let you rest. I got a question for you though. How do you not know that a spirit is walking right next to you when the leaves fold over with the wind in a certain direction, one after the other, like just now, before I started talking about this? It was almost like somebody was walking through here, but you don't see them. It was like the leaf went over, and then another leaf went over, and another leaf went over in a straight line. That's it. Did you just say something? Thank you for always talking. Thank you for always being. I thought they said here. Here what? Hear what? Are you here? You're always here. Here could mean anything though, because I think I see something. Probably saying here because over here is a can of Heineken. Here, pick it up now. I knew I should have grabbed a grocery bag. Here. That was right behind me. Did you just say take it? I will grab it. I don't have the pocket space for it though. I'll make room for it. Watch them say, I told you he was going to show up. I told you he was going to find his way. There's ice on the inside. Let me go ahead and grab the other one. There's another one right here. Paranormal everywhere I go. Thank you for always being out wherever I go. Even if it takes you a while to catch up, I know when you show up. It's almost like you come with the wind. No, a different kind of something. Another Metatron X right here. Look at those proportions. They got the angle perfect. You're going to say, you did that, man. You did that. Not even close. weighs too much. They're waterlogged. How can a human being do such a thing as this? They got both angles equalized on both sides. That leads to the point. Don't make me take out my measuring device. That measures all sacred geometries. And whatever we always find, it always matches up. Heck, do they have me going out here? I'm trying to get to the Chattahoochee. I know what they're doing, though. I know exactly what they're doing. They're pulling me to where all the garbage is. I know that's what they're doing. Because they said a long time ago I would like picking it up. Ice cold. Yeah, see, people have been marking stuff out here. There's a ribbon on a tree right there. Let's hope they're not marking it for development. They won't be doing that because they can't do that in flood zones. Oh crap. Oh crap. Are you over here? Did you just say yes? When I came back here to get the bottle in the can, the second I picked up the can, I heard my own ears over here. A male voice, someone said, "Thank you." You're welcome. I don't mind picking up the garbage. You're extremely welcome. We have a lot of work to do, I know. Another video is going to take 3 months to listen to. Dang it, there's another one over here. Another can right next to the tag on the tree. Man, they're probably asking me to pick that up too. I don't mind it at all. It's just I'm running out of pocket space. Especially when I get the tall boys like this one. Is that a can or a piece of plastic? It's like we have some overflow, guys. Don't worry, guys. I'm going to pick it up. I will. Hold on. I know you're anxious. You want all the garbage ripped out of here. You have to work too hard yourselves to try to get it out. By flooding and putting the other animals to work. To build log jams. To create beaver dams. To back it up. To bury it even deeper. Looks like I'm gonna be missing a few pieces. What the heck do they have me doing? I came out here to explore. Once I get in deeper, how the heck am I gonna get out? Get a load of this. I don't know if they want me to collect this or not. It's a red line. It's a straw. We find these 1,000 times in my videos. They lead us to them. For some reason, it has something to do with the code, you know? You want me to pick this up? Female voice. Okay. What the heck is going on in here? The makeup's not even on. Their faces aren't even shown. But it doesn't mean that they're not here. That was close by. I didn't hear what they said. They said like 2 words. All right, I'm picking it up. Man, you make me look right at a can too. They own me, man. They own us. They own me, man. How did you make me look? Turn my head and go right to a can without scanning anything else. Man. It's almost like with the hot ladies walking in the grocery store. Man. I'm walking this direction. There's one behind me 3 aisles down, and I turn right around and there she is. What made me do something like that? Trashy, man. Yeah. Alright, they got entities out here following us around. I'm gonna say, we're glad you finally made it out here. But I'm trying to make it to the river. There's something about the river. Where's that can that they made me see that they want me to pick up over here? It looked like a peace tea or something like that. It was green. There it is. There's another Heineken. Man, we're going nowhere fast. Cool little exploring session. Still looking for that one giant one out here. Nothing yet in the horizon that I can see. I'm still expecting that we're going to come across one of those deep ditches that's about maybe 5 feet wide. You got to go to China just to get the Buckhead kind of deal, where it dips down. I think I see one coming up. I see a dip, and you have to follow it all the way up. Let's hope we don't see that though. There's some elevated spots up in here. Yeah, here's an elevated spot right here. I mean, this is what you get in my exploring videos. It takes me 4 hours to go a quarter of a mile. You're gonna say, when are we gonna get to the Chattahoochee? We wanna see it. I'm trying. There's an elevated spot here. Oh, well, look at this. Go figure. This is always normal when it comes to my exploring videos some of the time, when we're trying to explore. I'm thinking that if I went back on historic aerials, this place would have been cleared out. There's not one single tree older than about 20 years old out here. It's elevated up in here. I can't tell if that's farm terracing, which it probably is. Sounded like someone said, "That's me." Hold up. There's a large tree right there. Right in the center. Look at the size of that thing. I'll never be able to get over there. Probably another gargantuan willow oak or something. That's you, all right. You too, tulip tree. Thanks for living to be at least 70. Welcome to heaven. I guess I'm gonna have to say it. You know I'm coming back. Every time we come across places like this, there's always one single tree that is largest. I mean, the largest one in certain locations. There's always got to be that one single tree that is older than everything else. I don't see it yet. You know I'm out here. You know I made it. It's annoying. It's the dang ice in the Heineken can. One thing about suburban areas like this, there's never even privacy. Trails everywhere. And houses everywhere. There it is, right there at the river. I bet they were on this land right here, the ancient ones. Look at the lip on that hill right there. I bet that's where they lived from a long time ago. It's almost like it's a mound on that corner. Right on the corner. Finally made it up in here. See, that's kind of like a good thing and a bad thing, though, when it comes to this kind of hobby of exploring. It's almost like, I know I'm really not that big of a fan when it comes to cutting down trees and building subdivisions. But what comes along with it is that the fact that they find a way to develop these little tiny access parks and stuff. So you can explore in places that you would never been able to explore, even back in 2012. Someone's behind us. They're going to think I'm crazy. They're walking fast, and I know where they're going. Exactly where everybody else goes out here, probably. To the river. A different perspective on this thing right here. About dang time, and we're not doing this in the spring or the summer. It's on one of the coldest days of the year. About dang time. They knew I was going to make it. Another picture for the ages. Check out that perfect triangle. I bet this place is packed when it's warm out here. I mean, the nose is running so hard. Sinuses are filled up. Water in the eyes I can barely see. Imagine how cold that water is. And we made it. And so did the geese. They're chilling. I can feel the history now. Another chill spot. Hey, there's another park on the other side. There's the walkway right there. It's got a garbage can next to it. And we have pockets full of what? Garbage. Who's ready to cross and swim over? Looks like they got some good sized trees of life on that side. You're gonna say you haven't made your swim yet? Man, you guys crazy. I'm just out here saying thank you for having me come out today like this, even though they know I'm sensitive to the cold. There goes Holcomb Bridge up there. On the other side of that building. I think I see the Tree of Life out here. Oh crap. It's got like 55 stems on it that go into the sky. It's not that far from here. Let's try to make it up there. That thing looks gargantuan. It might be like 5 or 6 put together. Watch them say, about time you made it. Something about the river, though. It always speaks to us in my videos. There's something that I know about it. Whatever it is, it has something to do with me. In this part of the world, that is. I think I know what they mean when they said a long time ago in one of those videos when I was on an after-work adventure on the mountain bike up there by Settles Bridge, and someone said on audio, look at the big rock. Look at the big rock. It's almost like the X that we saw at the very beginning. The one that I talked about. It's just an elevation. Like a reflective universe. A reflective world. You just have to know how to see it and be within it, live within it, be part of it. Look at the big rock. I don't think they're talking about that rock that I discovered that had the carvings on it. I think they were talking about another rock. A very big rock. The largest one in the state of Georgia. Yeah, the closer we get, it's probably more likely where it's a bunch of trees piled against each other to form one giant tree of life from one particular direction, angle, perspective, scale, distance. We see a giant tree of life, and it's just a bunch of small ones combined to make one. From one single point, one single corner of two connecting waterways. I bet there's gonna be... I bet there's gonna be a lot of people out here in the spring and summer. I told you there had to be something like this out here. Get a load of this thing. There's one everywhere we go. You're gonna say, you planted that there. Reference picture. There's someone on the bank over here. So I can't be acting all excited and crazy because I finally found what I knew was gonna be out here. A different kind of treasure. There he is in the orange jacket, man. Come on, man. About dang time. I knew there had to be one out here. There always is. It doesn't matter. Everybody knows this. And he's right in front of an angel tree, too. You're gonna say, Da Vinci, you creeping. Oh, wait, this is the tree that we saw. The one that had like the 50 stems to it. That's it. An angel tree, the largest one. Look at the size of those wings. I'm more excited about finding that angel tree than I am the car. Dang. I'm so glad I came out today. He's coming over here, hold on. I know what you're going to say. You're going to say, man, you take videos and images like JP videos. But of course I do. And I just got the 10% battery warning on the iPhone, dang it. That means it's going to be shut down in like 5 minutes if I don't hurry up. It's because of the cold. What a shame in that. It's almost like the car over there at Gold Branch at the top of the hill, you know, in the woods off the main trail. Turn to the right, it's up on the hill behind the subdivision. Someone put some kind of tag on it, explaining what kind of car it was. I think it was like a 1963 Dart, Dodge Dart, something like that. But the weird thing about this, in some situations, is that you get better lighting in the winter time to photograph the cars so you can see the light. But also when it comes to the winter time, it signifies something else, and that is the D word. Dang, there's angles in all this thing right here. I've already taken like 44 pictures. It's a masterpiece. And I see every last bit of it too. People are going to be coming up behind us and in front of us. They're going to think I'm crazy. I'm praying that some people come out here to take 150 pictures of this thing like we just did. No, I'm not going to show them all to you. You just get the best ones. Gotta say battery life for the Angel Tree, the largest one out here. I knew I was going to find one sooner or later out here. Gargantuan, white oak, Angel Tree. Probably one of the largest ones I've ever come across and found in heaven. Check out those wings. This is the largest angel tree I've ever found. Dang. Oh crap. You're gonna say you're on the wrong side. I know I am. Dang. Largest wings I've ever found come across out here in this glorious heaven. Every place we go, we're always looking for them. Find angels. Now I'm gonna have to grab pictures of this too, portrait style. Battery's down to probably 3% right now. Gorgeous, gargantuan, perfect. Largest angel tree in my collection. Perfect wings. One % left on the battery. Sorry I can't film anymore. Another place to come back and do EVP sessions for real. I know they're going to have a ton to say when I'm around. We've been waiting on you. What took you so long? We have been holding on to things that we know you like to find and discover. Thanks for being around, Giant Angel Tree. Thanks for being the largest one I've ever discovered. And it happens to be on one of the coldest days of the year, or any time I've ever come out. I'm going ahead and go and say it. You know I'm coming back. Now that I found you again. Love you dearly. Find angels. God needs more angels. I know what you're going to say. Da Vinci, you've been out there before. Well, if I was, I would have done the video out of excitement. Right? But what if I had been out here before? An extremely long time ago. See you later.